everyone, welcome back to Let's Learn, and I'm Kartika. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe the channel for more commerce video and don't forget to click the bell icon to get the latest notification. So in today's video, we'll be discussing the types of hypothesis. Okay, so it will be a short video. First, we will understand what is a hypothesis, then we will see the types of hypothesis. Okay, so let's start the video. So what is a hypothesis? We can say a hypothesis is a tentative statement, or we can say a hypothesis is an approximate explanation that relates to the set of facts that can be tested by certain further investigation. So it is simply a statement which we'll be testing in the future and finding whether it's true or false. Okay, so there are basically two types of hypothesis. First one is a null hypothesis and second is an alternative hypothesis. So simply we can say for a researcher, hypothesis is a formal question that he intends to resolve in the investigation, during the investigation. Okay, so we can say a hypothesis is a tentative statement which will be providing or which will be keeping at the starting of the study, and we will do test and find out whether that statement is true or false. Clear? So there are two types of hypothesis, as I told you. First one is a null hypothesis, which we represent as H0. Okay, so when we are comparing two things, we assume both are equal, then it is a null hypothesis. And alternative hypothesis we represent at H1, where we are assuming they are not same, they are different. Okay, so let's understand this better with the help of an example. Okay, so as I told you, H0 is the null hypothesis. Okay, and H1 is the alternative hypothesis. I am writing ALT. Okay, so suppose we are doing a research on the usage of phone. Okay, so we take the null hypothesis as, okay, first we can make the null hypothesis. We make that there is no significant difference between usage of phone by male and female. Okay, so this is our alternative null hypothesis. So this is our H0. H0 is there is no significant difference between usage of mobile phone by male and female. Okay, so now let's write the alternative hypothesis. I am writing the alternative hypothesis here. Okay, so alternative hypothesis we write there is significant difference between usage of phone by male and female. Okay, so now we got our two hypotheses. So first one is a null hypothesis, where we are assuming both the usage of male and female, usage of phone by female and male is the same. And alternative hypothesis where we state that there is significant difference between phone usage by male and female. Okay, so in first case, let's take the first case. First case we are doing set test here. Okay, so what is set test and what is like F test, T test? There are parametric and non-parametric test. So we'll learn that about all this parametric and non-parametric section test in the next video. Okay, so stay tuned for that. I am making that very soon. So suppose we are doing set test, and after doing set test we found that there is significant difference. There is significant difference. We got this as the answer. Okay, after doing the set test. So here what was our hypothesis? Our hypothesis was first one. Okay, H1 was H1 said that there is significant difference. So we have to accept the alternative hypothesis and we have to reject the null hypothesis. Right. We have to reject the null hypothesis. Suppose we got, after doing the setters, we got that there is no significant difference. Suppose we got there is no significant difference, then what will we do? We will have to accept the null hypothesis and we'll have to reject the alternative hypothesis. Clear? So I will explain it once more with the example. Okay, so here it is. Yes, so we have, first one is the alternative hypothesis where H0 is a null hypothesis. This is null hypothesis where we say there is no difference, no significant difference. And second one is the alternative hypothesis H1. H1 says alternative hypothesis which says there is difference. Okay, so when we, after doing the test, when we get there is as the result as there is difference, we will have to accept the alternative hypothesis and reject the null hypothesis. And after doing the test, if we get the result as there is no difference, then we will have to accept the null hypothesis and reject the alternative hypothesis. Okay, so I hope it's clear to you all. So first we learned what is a hypothesis. Hypothesis is a tentative statement which a researcher intends to resolve in the further studies. So there are two types of hypothesis. First one is a null hypothesis and second is a alternative hypothesis, and we represent null hypothesis as H0 where we say there is no difference, there is no significant difference. We assume that both the things which we are comparing are the same. In alternative hypothesis, we assume that both the things which we are comparing are not the same and there is significant difference. Okay, so that is it. So I hope it's clear to you all. It was a small video and I hope it's clear to you all. So if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up and also share this channel to all commerce students you know. And please give your precious feedback under the comment section, and also you can suggest the topic you wish to watch. Okay, so a video on parametric and non-parametric test will be uploaded. So stay tuned for that. So for more commerce video, keep watching. Let's learn. Thank you.